Hello and welcome. Welcome. This is Evie Hernandez, Strategic Growth Speaker at Bizniversity. And I am excited because today I am going to be sharing with you some of my simple secrets to boost your results in the inbox. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Maybe you have been creating email marketing campaigns and you haven't been seeing the type of results that you want. Maybe you spend hours putting together campaigns, send them out, and then you don't see the results you want. You don't see people opening your emails. You don't see any click throughs, so no engagement. And maybe you're feeling a little bit frustrated. So, what I want you to do is, I want you to imagine yourself writing an email marketing campaign and 48 hours later, waking up, checking your results, and noticing that you're getting click throughs, you're getting email responses, and even sales. Do you imagine that? Wouldn't it feel great? Wouldn't you feel great? You would feel like, wow, there's a reason, there's a purpose for all the time that I have been spending doing my email marketing campaigns. Yes? Absolutely. Well, I'm not sure what your experience is with email marketing. When social media first came out, many people were wondering, well, does email marketing have the same power as social media? And they even thought, well, maybe social media now is better than email marketing because email marketing is dead. Well, guess what? Email marketing is not dead, it's never been dead, and it will never be dead. And you should be leveraging email marketing to attract, to capture, and to retain loyal clients online. And yes, you should have a strategy when you first begin, and that strategy should have some goals. In marketing, we call goals sometimes key performance indicators, KPIs. What do you want to look at? What is it? What's the purpose of you doing your email marketing campaigns? If you have been doing email marketing campaigns, you know that perhaps you may be doing them because you want to attract brand new clients. You want to create a sales and marketing funnel, perhaps, and you're using it to prospect. And maybe on the other side, maybe you are using it to nurture your clients or to offer valuable information. So there are many reasons why people use email marketing beyond just communicating as in like when you just communicate with a friend or with a coworker or for specific people that you may be working with. So today I want to talk to you about what I have discovered after working in the field of email marketing for over 12 years now. Some people believe that after 10 years in an industry doing the same thing, you become an expert. So I guess by now I'm an expert because I've been doing email marketing for over 12 years. And while most people recognize me because I've been speaking for Constant Contact, I do have partnerships with other email marketing software companies as well as Constant Contact. And so today I really want to focus on these 7 simple secrets to boost your email marketing results. So what I want to do is encourage you, first of all, if you have any comments or questions, to make sure that you write them right there below because I'll be looking at them. So any questions or comments that you may have, feel free to ask me. I'm here to answer your questions. And secondly, I want to encourage you to make sure that you open up a Word document or grab a pen and pad and start writing some of these secrets to boost your email marketing that I'm going to share with you. So here we go. So secret number 1, you want to attract quality and qualified prospective clients. That is very important. We need to know that not everybody is your client. Years ago when I was in college, I decided to do some direct selling. And I was doing some direct selling in the beauty industry. And I was taught that everybody was my client. Now, If you're saying that everybody's your client, then perhaps nobody's your client. So the reason why I like to tell people to focus and really think about who's your ideal client is because realistically, you don't have all the time in the world to market to everyone, nor do you have all the marketing budget or all the marketing dollars in the world to spend in marketing to everyone. So doesn't it make sense to focus your attention on a specific group, to target them, and to create valuable content for those people that are more likely than not to buy from you and do business from you? So it is very important that we attract quality people, quality prospect, and not just suspects. I call suspects people that you suspect they could do business with you, that you suspect that they would be your ideal clients. And of course, the second part of that is to qualify. So I'm wondering, how do you qualify people? How do you qualify who you're going to work with? Or are you just so happy that anyone says yes to work with you that you start working with them? Well, that's very important for you to clearly define who it is that you would like to work with, who would be most receptive to your message, to your teachings. And I have several ways that I use. I use assessments, I use questionnaires. I also use different offers targeted to different people to really be able to attract that ideal person. So in step number one, attract quality and qualified prospective clients, I want you to think about who they are and what do you have that they want, and how can you best offer that to them. Many times, of course, the best way may be through your website. So what that means is that you may want to have on your website some type of IO, irresistible offer. If you're an author, perhaps you may have a chapter of your book that you can be offering people. And you probably have seen this, that authors may put in the homepage or a special page, and they promote this through social media. They're promoting a chapter of their book. And they do this, of course, to see who is really interested in their content, in their book. And this is a great way to generate leads and also to pre-qualify them. Now, secret number 2 of our Bizniversity 7 simple secrets is for you to grow a quality email list. Now, there are many ways. As a matter of fact, I do a full-hour presentation on 60 ways that you can quickly and effectively attract your ideal client. Today, I want you to think about that number 1 top client that you would like to get, and what would be the most interesting content that you can offer to them, and how would you be able to offer it. So let's say, going back to the example, you're an author and you've written a book and you want to offer this first chapter of your book, right? So you may be able to repurpose how you offer that and how you get people into your funnel. So perhaps you want to offer a PDF copy of that first chapter. Or how I would like to suggest is that you divide that first chapter of your book into several different pieces, let's say 7. I love using the number 7 in marketing because many years ago, I learned that 7 is kind of a magical number in marketing. So if you have that first chapter of your book, instead of sending even the whole chapter, you may want to break it down, let's say 7 emails, like in an email sequence, email automation. That way you have 7 opportunities to engage that person with you and really give them time to not feel so pressured to reading that content, but to be able to consume it at their own pace. So you can then offer that as a PDF. You could repurpose that and offer it as a video. Let's say you want to just be talking similar to what I'm doing today, and then you can do it on a Facebook Live, on a LinkedIn Live, on a YouTube Live, and then you can take this video and you could repurpose it again by putting it on your website, putting it perhaps on YouTube. So repurpose is a term that we use of taking one piece of content and using it through several different channels in several different ways. So that is a very effective way of you utilizing your time, your content, your IP, your intellectual property in the smartest way. Also, you may want to distribute that content via audio as an MP3. So right now with this video, I can have, of course, just the audio part extracted from it and offer it also as an opportunity to give it to people and grow my list that way. So the next thing is, how can you leverage social media to grow your list? And I'm mentioning social media because social media is actually the simple secret number 3 that we like to share, which is, in order for you to boost your results, your email marketing results, I'm going to suggest that you learn how to effectively leverage social media. And by leveraging social media, I'm specifically referring to leverage the social media where your ideal client is. So if your ideal client is here on Facebook, then leverage Facebook to grow your list, okay? And also to get more engagement and use them together. So you probably heard of this term called integrated marketing. Sometimes people call it multi-channel marketing. The true term for me is integrated marketing, where you can integrate email marketing, let's say, with social media so you can increase your result. So with social media, you can actually be leveraging on your page all the buttons that are on your page to get people to click on something that you offer. Even here, if you take a look on the side where all the tabs are here on this Facebook business page, you will notice that there's several different tabs. And there is a tab that I created for people who want to join or get 30 clients in 30 days, which is an event we're doing later on in July. So instead of just putting join my list, because in reality, do you really want to join someone's list? Probably not, right? Do you want to get my newsletter? Probably not. So what I want to encourage you is to get more creative. Like, even for the name of your newsletter, instead of calling it Join My Newsletter or just newsletter, come up with a nice, interesting, attractive name that can actually attract people to wanting to be part of it. For example, our own Bizniversity newsletter is called Bizniversity Bites. And the reason why we call it Bizniversity Bites is because we wanted to make it more appealing than just telling people, oh, you want to join our newsletter. And if you look at bizniversity.com / Bizniversity -bites, or Bizniversity, actually it's bizniversity.com / bites, you'll see our Bizniversity Bites. And in our Bizniversity Bites, let me just read what it says. It says, Bizniversity Bites, bite-sized information in the least amount of time for the human who has the attention span of a goldfish. And then it goes on to say, by reading Bizniversity Bites, you will learn how to easily make more money every day by marketing online. So wouldn't you like to receive that? If you would, by the way, make sure you go to bizniversity.com / bites and just check it out. And when you check it out, you'll notice that I have a question there that says, how often would you like to receive this? That is an important question so that you can increase the likelihood of success and increase the likelihood that people will open it. And so that's one of the things that I recommend you do. Leverage email marketing with social media. Now, number 4 is subject lines that scream to be seen. Would you agree with me that one of the number one biggest challenge that people have with email marketing is actually getting people to open their email, right? Because if you're not writing a subject line that screams to be seen, in other words, and write this down, that gets the attention, that is attractive, if you don't write a subject line that screams to be seen, then of course, people are not going to want to open it. That's why you need to become very, very good at writing subject lines, because once you go through that first hurdle, now people are going to open. And by the way, question, if you want, you can answer it right here in the comments. I'm checking the comments. Please, by the way, feel free to ask me any question in email marketing, but in digital marketing in general. What is your current open and click-through rate? And then I want to know what's most important to you, open rate or click-through rate? I always ask this when I speak because sometimes people will say open rate and sometimes people will say click-through rate. Well, I'm sure that you probably know that your open rate is really your brand awareness, and your click-through rate is really about your engagement and, of course, getting to some of those goals that you want, getting appointments, getting people to move in the sales and marketing funnel from a suspect, someone you suspect might be your ideal client, to someone who actually becomes your loyal client for life. So it is very important that you learn how to write subject lines that capture people. And also you will notice that when people recognize who you are, when people recognize your brand, they'll continue opening it because they recognize who you are by your name, your company name, and also, of course, because they know that you're offering something of value. So learn how to write subject lines that scream to be seen. And by the way, be mindful to make them short and to the point. And also when you're using an email marketing software program like Constant Contact, they have something called the pre-header that's right below your subject line. Make sure you're capitalizing on that. Make sure that you're also writing a pre-header that gets people's attention. So of course, what is the goal of your subject line? Number one, to get your email open, and number two, to get people to read your headline and continue reading on. Please remember that because that's very important. And now for Bizniversity secret number 5, that is create, write remarkable email copy that converts every time. Now, what do I mean when I say the word remarkable? Do you know what that means? I'm actually using the word remarkable because a marketing expert many years ago talked about that. And the first person that I ever heard saying that was a marketing expert, Seth Godin. And he says that remarkable copy is copy that people remark, people talk about. So, of course, when you write juicy, attractive, captivating email marketing copy, people are going to tell other people, which is going to help you to grow your list too, and is going to help you to walk people and nurture people through that sales and marketing funnel. So, how do you do that? First and foremost, you practice. You've heard that saying, practice. Right? The more you practice, you develop confidence. The more confidence you develop, the better you're going to get at it. So practice, practice, practice. The more you write, the better you'll get. And also, you want to ask people, what do they want to hear from you? What are their challenges? What is keeping them up at night? How does your solution help them with that problem? And notice I said solution. So even if you have a product, what I want to encourage you is to call it a solution and to focus on offering solutions to people's problems. So in essence, you're a problem solver, a solution provider. And in your email marketing copy, you're going to offer solutions to people's problems, your ideal client's problem. And of course, When you become better and better, you're going to notice that yes, more people are clicking, that yes, more people are sending you emails and responses back to you, and that yes, you are getting more referrals, testimonials, and yes, you are getting more sales because now people recognize your brand. They appreciate the content that you're offering. They like your content. They want more of it. And that's when you become an expert at writing this remarkable email copy that converts. And by the way, a side effect of writing email copy that converts is, of course, that you just learn how to write copy, marketing copy, or as we call it here at Bizniversity, smarketing copy. So that is a little bit of sales into your marketing copy. I call it smarketing copy. And when you write smarketing copy, that's when you really get higher conversions, like I do. And higher conversions are higher open rates, higher click-through rates, higher engagement, and of course, higher sales in the inbox because you're driving people now by your content, by your valuable content that is useful to them. You're focusing now on the benefits, on solving their problem. And now for simple secret number 6, that's right, we have 2 more to go and then we'll be done. And that is writing calls to action that get you powerful results. One of the things that I like to tell my students and my VIP clients is to think about nurturing people in that sales and marketing funnel and to think about that magical number 7 that I spoke about and think about at least 7 different calls to action, which by the way, vary from just buy now, buy now. So it has to be different. You probably know that in Facebook, there was research that the call to action, find out or read more or tell me more, these are all very good and effective calls to action. Learn how to write better calls to action so that you get more people clicking and moving through your funnel by their interest level because you've given them something that has enticed them. And now they want to find out more. They want you to tell me more. And so there are many different types of calls to action. And when we talk about email marketing specifically, a lot of people ask me, Evie, what's better, a button or a link? Well, what do you think? Well, research and different research studies show different things, show that a button, because it's very visual, and remember, as human beings, especially us as adult learners, we're very visual. So if you can share a button, it works very well. But if you're writing long copy, and you write just a link, make sure that it's very obvious, very apparent so that people can see it. And by the way, talking about long copy, and when I talk about long copy, I'm referring to copy that looks more like regular email communication versus a template, which we traditionally know email marketing for. Remember not to just use a huge long copy that looks all the same. Be creative. Write some things in bold letters. Underline some things. Do spacing. Make sure that you also enumerate things, that you add an outline so that it becomes easier for people to read. Because yes, a lot of people, guess what? They don't like to read. And a lot of people don't like to read long copy. So how are you going to get them to read all your copy? You have to get creative. And you have to understand that people don't necessarily read. What do? They scan. So they're scanning. So by you putting things in numbers or bullets or highlighting or bolding, you are getting people's eyes to move around and get their attention, which is what you want to do. And now for Bizniversity's simple secret number 7 to boost your email marketing results is to recreate a responsive, automatic email marketing sequence. Now, what does this mean? What that means is that you want to save yourself some time and perhaps money, because your time equals money. And a lot of times, what I have found in my over 15 years as an entrepreneur is that I, along with many of the business owners that I have worked with, have lost a lot of business because they don't do any follow up and follow through. So, what does that mean? That means that they might not be doing that because, well, maybe they don't have time, or maybe they didn't set up an automatic email response series. And yes, you may be saying, well, Evie, I don't have time to do that. I understand. No one has time. And that's the reason why we lose business, because we don't take out the time. So you can either do short term sacrifice, meaning, if you want to call it a sacrifice, because it really isn't. Short term, you say, okay, today I'm going to sit down for 7 hours and write a 7 email sequence for brand new prospects who come through my website. This is going to be made up of a welcome email, telling them about me, telling them about my business, asking them about them, telling them about solutions, and coming up with ways to engage them, sharing a little bit of different blog articles, sharing a little bit of different videos that I have on YouTube. Get creative and give people an opportunity to automatically go through your sales and marketing funnel, which I like to, when I mention sales and marketing funnel, I like to also speak about that as it pertains to the buyer's journey. And when we talk about where you should begin this automated email marketing sequence, I specifically want to encourage you to start by starting with your welcome emails to people who sign up for your email newsletter, for your valuable offer, for your irresistible offer. And yes, it will take some time. I've done many, and I constantly am changing them, because one of the things is that even if for me, who I've been doing this for 12 years, I say every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. And that includes email marketing. That includes improving my copy and improving how I deliver that. And I'm constantly going back, reviewing and revising what I've done, and see, well, can I increase my numbers? Can I increase my engagement? Can I increase the interest level of people? Can I increase my sales by increasing how this 7 series look? And I find that every time I can do better. And so I'm constantly reviewing and revising that. And I want to encourage you to do the same thing. So there you go. Let's go over them. Attract, quality, and qualified. Remember something. I'm going to tell you, back in the days, I used to have a mortgage company. And realtors know this for a fact. You never take a prospect out in your car to show them properties unless they have been pre-qualified by a bank, a financial institution, right? And so why do we do that? So we need to have a way of pre-qualifying people and attracting quality people that are your ideal clients, people that can afford to do business with you. Number 2, grow a quality email list. Number 3, remember to not just post on social media, but to leverage email marketing with social media together to grow each other. Yes, and to increase the results and to create that synergy, that synergistic effect of leveraging both of these powerful tools together. Subject lines, remember to write subject lines that scream to be seen, that get attention. Number 5, write remarkable email copy that converts every time. That means ask yourself when you're writing, would I share this with someone? Would I remark? What are your quotables? What is worth quoting? Remember that. That's very important. Number 6, calls to action that get you powerful results. Remember, number 7 is create an automatic responsive email sequence or series. And when I spoke about the calls to action, I say think about at least 7 different ones that you can use at different stages of the sales and marketing funnel of the buyer journey for that prospective buyer. That way you can engage them at different levels in different ways, and it's more attractive and it keeps people on. So now what? You may be saying to yourself, or perhaps you're thinking it, well, this sounds pretty good, and yet I'm left with really needing more. And that is okay, because if you need more, I have more to give. Make sure to visit Bizniversity.com, because next week we are going to be diving deep into each of these topics. And we're going to start Monday, July 13th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you want to join us, make sure to visit Bizniversity.com. You go to Bizniversity.com/business-seminars, and you see that we have a series. We call it a strategic growth series. It's 7 days to improving your results in the inbox, or to improving your email marketing results. And so over the next 7 days, and that is Monday through Friday of next week, and then Monday and Tuesday of the following week, every day at 1 o'clock for about an hour, we're going to take deep dive into each and every one of these simple steps or simple secrets. We're going to take a deep dive into each and every one of these. We're going to give you assignments, which means assignments not just to be like, oh yeah, I completed an assignment. No, assignments to do in your business for your own emails, things to help you get better results. So these are practical, real life, important assignments for you to get better at your business, especially now during the summer months. Because I hear a lot of people saying, oh, the summer, I don't do as well. Well, you need to have a strategy. You need to have a plan. And now I'm offering you an idea for you to come on board with us for the next 7 days to improve your results online by leveraging email marketing. And if you want to find out more, visit Bizniversity.com. If you have any questions, by the way, feel free to email me. My email is Evie@Bizniversity.com, and you're free to send me an email and ask me any and all questions pertaining not just to email marketing, but to digital marketing in general, because I've been doing marketing for over 15 years. So I feel, and others have told me, that I am qualified to teach, not just because I've been a university professor, but because I've been working with small business owners, speakers, coaches, consultants, authors, just like you. So I hope this has been useful. Please use this information to improve your business. This information is only as useful as you use it, you put it into action, you implement it. I want to say thank you. If you're watching this during the recording and it's not yet Monday, July 13th, make sure that you check out our upcoming trainings and join us. You don't want to miss it. It's a good one. We have great testimonials of people that have gone through the 7 days with us, and they have emailed us back letting us know how wonderful the training was, and more importantly, how much better they're doing with their campaigns. So thank you very much for watching until the end. This is Evie Hernandez, your strategic growth speaker at Bizniversity.com. Looking forward to hearing from you. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you real soon.